Now, none of us knew anything of the smallpox. My son Dick said his mother had a bad headache and wanted me to come home from my hunting trip. He told me that himself and William were taken with a pain in the belly, and my two daughters were unwell the day we left home. When I got there, it was an awful sight to see. My wife was sitting on the floor by a stove, and my youngest daughter was with her, both their heads looking tied up and suffering very much. Tom, my friend, and I were taken the same day, and that night we didn't sleep much. In the morning, my wife wanted to sit by the stove, so I got her up and laid her on a pallet I had fixed for her. She then fainted. She shook all over and made a rumbling noise. When she woke, she said to me, "What's the matter, Daddy?" I told her she had fainted with weakness. That was all. I was satisfied that her hours were numbered, and I spoke encouragingly to her, but my heart was dead within me. That night my wife was struck with death. She raised up and looked me straight in the face, and then she got excited and cursed Mr. Ains for bringing the Indian woman back to us. She said she was going to die and all of our children would die. Maybe I would die. Then she laid down and smiled at me. Dick turned over in bed when he heard the words, and he said, "God bless my poor mother." He then said to me, "Father, maybe we will all die." I was talking as encouragingly as I possibly could to him when he said, "Well, if we all have to die, it is all right. We might as well die now as some other time." That remark was another hard blow on me. I was sure I could not last more than 24 hours longer, for my eyes would get full of black spots and nearly blind me, and death would have been welcome only for my children. I had told Tom and Ains where everything was that they might want, and asked them to save some of my family if it was possible. I turned over to die. "Jenny, I'll be with you soon." Dick Jr. was restless. I could not bear to see it. My determination was to stand by and die with them. This was Christmas Eve. Aunt Jane died about 8 o'clock. About this time of year I used to give them a candy pull, and they mentioned about the candy pulling many times while sick, especially my son John. William died on the 25th about 10 o'clock in the evening. On the 26th, Dick Jr. died between 4 and 5 in the evening. Elizabeth was over all danger but this, and she caught a cold and swelled up again and died on the 28th, about 2 o'clock in the morning. This was the hardest blow of all. I was taken with the bloody flux this night, and me and Tom laid betwixt life and death for several days.